Hello?
Melissa.
Hello?
Hello.
How are you?
Now you know who this is, evidently.
You know I do.
I
How
know.
you been?
Oh, I've been good.
Yeah?
Did,
Mom told me, Mom asked me last night when I was there if you had called, and I said, no, not yet. And she said, well, he phoned here, and Dad gave him the phone number.
yeah, I got a company right as I was talking to your dad, and I didn't feel like making another call while I had company, especially one that could run 20, 30 minutes, you know.
You're getting wise in your old age, are you?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
good.
So, how are things going with you?
Really good. Everything's starting to settle down a little bit. I was telling Mom today, I've had pictures and boarding passes and airline tickets and stuff from when I went to Pakistan.
Uh-huh.
And it's been almost 5 years since I got home, and I still haven't, I had most of it put in a photo album, but not all of it. So I finally went and done that today, and it's just little things that you keep putting off for so long. You know?
I know. I just did a few of them myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few things I've been putting off, you know. I get lots of mail. Lots of it's junk mail, but even junk mail I read, you know, and then I just throw it all into a pile.
Yeah.
Along with my regular mail. About a month later, I clean it all out.
Yeah.
And send in everything.
I was going through old bills and stuff too, just putting them in envelopes, sorting out companies and stuff.
Yeah, you got to sort out your stuff as to what everything is instead of throwing it all in one pile.
Yeah.
I did that with my bills that I paid and everything too. So
How come you're up so late?
Well, because I can't sleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's awfully nice of you to phone me just because you can't sleep.
Oh, well, I wanted to call you anyhow, you know.
Yeah.
I was talking to my mom a couple of weeks ago, and they have a round trip air ticket from I think it's TWA. And I don't know exactly where they fly to, but my mom was asking me where you lived in relation to the map that she had as to where they fly. And I said, well, she lives in Lethbridge, you know, near Calgary, you know, not really that far away, you know, when you're thinking on the scale of the United States and Canada. And, you know, I said something about what you told me in the letter about flying up to, what was it, St. Paul? Great Falls, was it? Yeah, no, I thought you said St. Paul, and until I looked at the map, I couldn't figure out why she kept saying St. Paul. That's so far.
Oh, no, it's via Minneapolis.
Yeah, I was going to say St. Paul is a long distance.
Yeah, no,
You know.
those flights usually on, I think Northwest and Continental and United fly the most routes out of Great Falls, and they usually go either United flies via Denver, and Northwest flies via Minneapolis.
Oh, well, see,
And
that's
Continental, I can't remember what their major connecting city is.
Yeah,
And
that-
then like Western Airlines, they use Salt Lake as their connecting,
Yeah.
or Denver.
Now, see, that's where I got a little screwed up.
Yeah.
And even in your one letter, you wrote out something about, I guess, Minneapolis. I looked at it and I said, no, wait a minute. And it didn't make sense, you know, it's such a distance. And then I looked at the map and I looked at the closest town. I said, uh-oh, St. Paul, Great Falls. Because sometimes it's hard to hear over the connection, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And for the longest time, I was thinking St. Paul, Minneapolis, you know, right from that area.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Great Falls.
Great Falls, yeah.
I don't know if TW flies into Great Falls, though. I know they don't fly into Calgary. Quite sure they don't.
Yeah, well, I don't know myself, but, you know, that's something I'd have to look into. At least now I know what's going on.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. Well, it's about time you found out, Dave.
Well, I kept bugging my mom about it, and said, well, what are you going to do if you can't find the money? I said, well, there's always a program at work, you know, we get bonus points, plan points, and there's a program where you can exchange them in for Mr. Foster travel certificates, and I've already got $50 worth of them. I said, well, I'm going to need 200 more, you know.
Well, yeah, you're going to have to get on that, because you only have 3 months to get here, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's not that much further away. June 1st, is it?
July 1st.
July 1st.
Yeah, that's Canada Day. It's a holiday here. That's Friday.
That's a Friday?
Friday.
Ah.
It's a national holiday, so we don't have to work or anything. That's why we kind of picked that day, because it's a holiday, and it'll give people a chance to drive in, yes, because we're not getting married till later in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And then Saturday we'll have a gift opening, and we're going to have like a sports day to play baseball and stuff, and we're going to have a big barbecue on Saturday night after the gift opening. And then Sunday, everybody, you know, is just free to go home or do whatever. Like when Shauna got married, they got married on a Saturday, and then Sunday afternoon, their gift opening was at 1 o'clock. Well, most of our relatives, like the closest relatives we have, live about 6 hours from here.
Oh, jeez.
So, you know, they came in either Friday night or Saturday during the day, because Shauna didn't get married till 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And, you know, so that was good for people who had to travel a long distance. They could still drive in on Saturday and be there in time for the wedding. But on Sunday afternoon, when they had gift opening, there was hardly anybody here for the gift opening because everybody had to get back on the road to get home.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why we decided that we would rather get married on Friday than on Saturday, so that people had that extra day to visit and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's great, especially if it's a holiday up there.
Yeah. So,
I know that'll be our July 4th is our holiday, so
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
that's the Monday after that. And I know we'll have a paid holiday there, so I won't have to worry too much about vacation time, you know. That'll work out real good.
Yeah, good. That sounds great.
You know, July 4th is a major holiday, you know, that's like our Independence Day.
I know about that.
Yeah.
How's your job going?
It's going all right. We were bought out again by another company, but, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they say.
Does that affect you guys as workers at all? Like when someone buys out a company, are you threatened to lose your job that they could bring in whoever they want?
Yeah, there's a possibility of that. I mean, they say if for any reason during 30 days or something like that, they decide not to continue your employment, you know, the old company won't dispute any kind of workman's comp claim or, you know, unemployment claim or anything.
Oh,
and they'll give you so much money, depending on how long you work there, which is 2 years. But I haven't worked there 2 years yet, so I don't know how that'll affect me if anything happens. But I don't know. I haven't really looked around for another job either, so I haven't been. All I know is that if I get axed, as they call it, or whatever, fired or laid off or whatever you want to call it, it's still the same thing, out of a job.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I make just barely enough to live as it is. I don't think I'd want to go and try and survive for a couple of months on
unemployment. Well, do you guys have unemployment down there?
Yeah, but that's not full salary. I mean, that's a percentage of what you made.
Right. Well, that's the same as it is here, but I think it's about 75% of your wages.
Yeah, that's exactly about what it is. But even so, 75% isn't good enough.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I need more than that.
Well, I know your standard of living down there is a lot lower than ours is, from what I understand anyway. Your minimum wage is lower than ours.
Yeah, it's like $3.25 or $3.15 or something like that.
Yeah, see, in Alberta's probably got the lowest minimum wage in Canada, and I think it's about $4.50 or something.
Oh, well, geez, $4.50.
But I mean,
then again, there's the dollar to consider. You know, the differences.
Yeah. The only thing is, though, is that things here, like, well, everything's more expensive here in comparison to the States. Like our gasoline. Lauren, how much does it take for a gallon of gas? There's 4 gallons. Yeah. Lauren said we pay about $2 per gallon of gas.
Wow. Yeah, but I imagine
it's about 40 cents a liter or something here right now, and I think there's 4.5 liters to a gallon. So.
Yeah, it's something like that anyhow.
Yeah, it's quite expensive. And I mean, food and clothes and stuff here are expensive too, but I guess it depends on what you're looking for. for.
Yeah, but then again, the minimum wage is like $4.50 an hour, and if that's the lowest, that's a different standard of living. Your cost of living is probably pretty much the same. It's just the value of the dollar is a little higher or lower, I guess, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know how, but I do know that down in the States, you guys get paid less, but everything costs less also than
yeah. Yeah, that's
and
just
the only
it.
benefit you would have is coming across the border and buying stuff here because you're actually making a little bit of money on the dollar.
Yeah.
But it's slipping really bad.
Yeah. I wonder how much of a benefit it would be to work in Canada and live in the States.
I don't know. Could you do that?
Well, there are people that do it that have, they work in like Mexico or Canada or wherever in the world.
I don't know very many people who would do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's, like for example, oil rigs.
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's just, one example. You work in one country. I don't know how they pay you, if they pay you in that country's currency or not, depending on whether or not you actually live there. But then again, your permanent residence would still be in the States because you're a citizen and all.
Right. Well, I know one of my best friends, her old boyfriend, he lives in Thailand and works on the oil rigs off the coast of Thailand. And I think most of the guys who work on the rigs in this area get paid in American currency. And like Kirk gets to fly anywhere in the world he wants once a month.
Oh,
as long as it's within the distance from Thailand to Lethbridge.
Oh,
so
wow.
if it's, let's say it's 3,000 miles from Lethbridge to Thailand, then he could fly from Thailand to Africa if it was within 3,000 miles if he wanted to go there to travel around for a while.
Oh, geez, that must be nice.
I guess it's every 3 months he gets to come home and he can stay here for a month.
Wow, that is nice.
So he's very high up on the ladder working for the rig, so he makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
He's really well to do. But he's a young single guy and he's got nothing else to do and nothing to spend his money on, so it's good for him. He's a real loner just in his personality, eh? So it's a good job for him to have. But
yeah, it sounds like a nice job. I wouldn't mind that myself.
It's hard to get into that, though.
Well, I wouldn't mind any job that has a high salary, of course.
Yeah, just like anybody. Me too.
Yeah. But, no, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen. I have to find out more about, what's going on with this ticket my mom has that she says I might be able to have. And see what kind of flight plans there are and everything.
Well, did you told her I wanted you to come up then, eh?
Yeah. I even told your dad that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, my dad, he was in bed when I was there last night, so, and Mom didn't know what he would have talked about at all.
Well, he knew
that you had called.
Yeah. I know, he was surprised that, I said I was, planning on coming up at some point in time, especially with the wedding and all. I know you guys are going to be busy, but, I don't want to impose or anything.
No, because I was planning on sending you an invitation anyway.
Yeah. God knows I wouldn't want to miss this, But I just, the way he was talking, he doesn't seem to, work too much, I guess. I don't know.
Pardon me?
The way he was talking, he didn't seem to have too many good feelings, I guess, about the wedding. If you know what I mean.
Well, it depends on... No, I don't know exactly what you mean.
Well, he just didn't, I don't know. From the impression I got, he didn't like your fiancé in the manner of his, what is it? The word he used. Oh, the analogy that I came up with, it seemed like he was lackadaisical. You know what that means?
Uh-huh.
And he was telling me about how he gave him a job and everything, and this and that. not that I really wanted to, listen to it, but I figure that's your own, you guys' feelings. But he just seemed, like I said, rather surprised about everything, about even hearing from me. And then when I mentioned coming up, and he said, how long have you known him? A year, I guess.
Who's Lorne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he just seemed, not that he doesn't like him or anything. I don't want to give you any bad impressions from your dad or anything.
No, because I know they tell me straight out.
Yeah. But I guess I'm the kind of cautious person myself,
Yeah.
And, no, I hope I didn't say anything to offend you or him, but
no,
I
just don't worry about it.
I just said to him, if I were you, I sure wouldn't be doing what you're doing.
Oh, really?
No, I wouldn't be getting married after having known a person only a year. I just don't think it's enough time to really know someone that you're planning on spending the rest of your life with. You know what I mean?
That's true, but I also think I don't know how to explain it, but sometime in your life then you just know that that's what you want?
Yeah, I know. I felt that way once. But everything fell apart, and I've become a lot more cautious enough to the extent that I haven't even really dated very much. And, I was hurt, I was hurt bad.
Yeah,
I told you about Leanne, my only real girlfriend. And that's why I tend to do I don't know, maybe agree with him in some aspects. I don't know, Lorne. I don't want to prejudge anybody. I don't feel that's right either. But based upon what he told me and what you said, I wouldn't be getting married. I just think it's too quick for somebody like me. Maybe not for you, though.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I know you've probably heard the same thing from your parents and everything, and I don't want to be one to criticize or anything like that. I just, like I said, I'm shaky about it. I hope it's good for you. I really do. I hope everything works out.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know. That's right. Some people have gotten married after having known each other 3 weeks. Some people.
True.
Some have taken 10 years. It's hard to say, but.
Well, the way I look at it is nobody's ever guaranteed anything anymore.
No, that's true.
You do what you have to do.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't want to preach to you. I don't want to sound like I'm preaching to you because I don't want to be.
No, not at all.
I don't want to offend you either by airing my slightly irregular opinions, although they might be consistent with your parents or something. You're old enough to make up your own mind. I know that. I hope they do too. I just felt kind of strange talking to your dad, from the way he was talking.
For a while,
No, criminy Christmas. It's been 12, 13, 14 years almost, I guess, something like that.
75, 13 years.
13. I knew it was 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been quite a while.
Long time.
Yeah.
Long time no see.
Yes, long time no see. I wish I told him, I said, I wish I'd have known, I wish I had the money and everything a year ago.
Why?
Why? Because maybe you would have, not known Lorne and forgotten all about him then.
Yeah, that's true. That could have happened.
Yeah. But it's nice to know, like I said, that you're doing what you think's best for you. And I hope it is. But, I feel that way about anybody I would, care about or write to.
Well,
even if I haven't seen you, I just wish you my best, but I don't. I hope to God nothing happens.
No.
No, because I just don't want to see anybody go through what I went through and what friends of mine have been going through. I know somebody that was recently divorced after being married 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, one of my best friends, as a matter of fact. And they had a child and everything, and
That's what the worst is.
Yeah, I think it just got to the best of both of them.
Yeah, exactly.
But
that's what's really hard, even with Shauna and Jeff too. You know, sometimes they have really good days together, and sometimes, well, they say the first year of your marriage is the hardest. And
yeah, that's what they say.
Sometimes I can just kick Jeff right in the pants. He makes me so mad, and I can't say nothing. It's none of my business.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I don't want to be imposing or anything. I know it's really none of mine, but, you know, I do care. I want you to know that, so.
Well, I appreciate that a lot. You know, like, that makes me feel really good. So, all you can say is how you think and how you feel, and it's still up to each individual's own peace of mind or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it's up to their own conscience. Yeah. I mean, no, I haven't gotten married. As your dad asked me, married yet? No. What do you do? Where do you work? Typical questions after so long.
Yeah.
13 years. But do you...
I know, because, well, my dad knows that we still keep in touch with each other. I usually tell them what you're up to or whatever. But Dad doesn't pay much attention as much as Mom does.
Yes, I noticed. He said, oh yeah, you've been talking to her. So, yeah, we keep in touch.
Well, it's been a long time since I talked to you. So.
It's only been a couple of months.
Hmm?
Yeah, it's only been a couple of months. Christmas. Did you not call me at Christmas? Or
I know I called you just after I moved here, but I can't remember when it was.
I believe it was. I believe I called you.
It must have been just before Christmas.
Yeah, right before.
I probably told you over the phone that I was getting married and that Shauna had a baby.
Yeah, you did. You didn't write too much about it in the letter, but that's when we were talking about me coming up. I know that.
Yeah, that was probably when, and then I probably wrote you in a Christmas card that I was getting married.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you did. I have it here. I have them all yet.
Okay. Gotta keep these things all straight.
Yeah, really. I could do a life history here, you know. Just condense all of your letters.
Yeah. I have all of my cards and everything that I've ever gotten from anybody in a box downstairs.
Yeah, so do I. And most of them, anyhow, after Christmas and birthdays from all your relatives every year. It gets to be quite a lot, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Needless to say, I don't keep everything.
Well, I just keep birthday cards and letters and postcards if I get any.
Yeah.
But after a while, you know, someday I'll grow old enough that I will think it's junk or whatever, and I'll just keep what I absolutely want.
No, it's
every
never
once
junk.
in a while, I go through my stuff and chuck more out.
I don't know. I have a hard time throwing away something that's sentimental, even if it's 20 years old, you know, and some of it
exactly.
is. Some of it, you know, I still remember my grandparents, and they died when I was my grandma died when I was 7, my grandpa died when I was 10.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, I used to live near them up until I was 7, right before I turned 7. And right after we moved, she died. And I lived within 3 blocks from them, so I was always up there, you know, walked up to their house. And they were the best grandparents I could ask for, as much as I can remember, anyhow. I don't know, pictures and everything like that. You look at them, and you just think, you know, you think back how people were. They were really, you know, nice people. I miss them. I guess I always will. That's why I can't throw anything out, you know. It's every little bit brings them closer, you know. And that's the reason I save things like that, because, you know, when someone, you know, heaven forbid something should happen to my other grandparents, although it, you know, will soon. My grandfather is dying, but, you know, I still save stuff from him. No, it's leukemia.
Oh, wow.
Which is
sort of cancer.
Yeah, it's a white blood cell type cancer.
Yeah, I know. I studied that. Lab technology.
Yeah, so my grandma's not doing too good. I mean, she had a stroke a number of years ago. She hasn't been the same since, but she hasn't been doing too well lately either, so.
Really?
It's a matter of...
I guess it's a little bit extra pressure on her, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I tend to save a lot of things from, friends and relatives, thinking, my gosh, what happens if tomorrow, tomorrow something happens, and, then I'll throw everything out. I won't even have anything to remember them by. And I'm not one for pictures. I don't take pictures a lot. I don't remember memories in pictures. But it takes one little ticket stub or, just something from where we went together or something like that, to remember that particular event, Like I can still remember going to see the Harlem Globetrotters with my parents when I was little. Just looking at one of the ticket stubs that I still have, or one of the old play books, game books, it brings back pretty much crystal clear memories almost of what it was like. I could see myself as a little kid being there, like looking on it from a third person's point of view.
That just reminds me, talking about the Harlem Globetrotters, the last time I saw them, I rode on the bus with them here in Lethbridge. They were coming to play. It was the last time I had a leap year birthday.
Your birthday is February 29th?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, happy birthday. I knew it was in February or March or April because I know Vaughn's is coming up, I guess, in...
No, his was in... Vaughn's is in January.
Oh, it's January, February, March.
Right.
Shauna's is coming up. Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah, I knew.
Vaughn's is January 17th, and mine's February 29th, and Shauna's is March 27th.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that, but for some reason I thought yours was in March. And I couldn't remember.
Well, I usually celebrate on March 1st, so that might be why, but Shauna's is the 27th.
Well, have an extra special happy leap year birthday, because it's leap year.
Yeah. Everything changes so fast, it's incredible.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can still go over to my grandfather's house, in my old area and see the changes that have come about to the place. It's just amazing. The area-wise, the new industries, new buildings, things that used to be, buildings that used to be one thing, but now they're another, and buildings that have been there for 20 or 30 or 40 years that are still the same company, one food store over there. It's, it's just a local food store, Rudy's Farmers Market, but it's still there, I mean, that was only a couple of blocks from my house. This was in the outskirts of Progress, where it's not really in the city or anything. It's not out in the country, though, either. It's kind of in between. It's just small houses, basically.